Hello and welcome to this tutorial on building and running a Wi-Fi application for the Murata Type 2FR evaluation kit. The Murata Type 2FR evaluation kit is a ready-to-use board for developing with the Murata 2FR wireless module. It runs free RTOS and works seamlessly with the NXP MCU Espresso IDE. This means you can develop, build, and debug Wi-Fi applications all in one place. The board includes onboard antennas as well as connectors for conducted testing, making it flexible for a range of wireless development projects. For required hardware, you'll need the Murata 2FR evaluation kit and an MCU Link Pro debug adapter for programming and debugging. Regarding software, you'll need the Seger J-Link software, the MCU Espresso IDE, a terminal application like TerraTerm or PuTTY to monitor console output and send commands, and finally, the iperf application for testing network speed. If you've already completed the hardware setup from the previous 2FR setup video, you are all set. Otherwise, please refer to that video to get your board connected and ready. Open the MCU Espresso IDE. In the Quick Start panel, click the button labeled Import SDK Examples. When the wizard opens, select the RDRW612BGA target board. This corresponds to the NXP RW612 chip used on the 2FR module. Click Next. This wizard allows you to import sample projects such as the Wi-Fi command line interface demo, so you can start with working code. You'll now see a list of example applications. When prompted, choose UART for the SDK debug console option. This lets the debug messages appear over the board's serial interface, which we'll monitor using TerraTerm. Next, inside the Wi-Fi examples folder, select the project named Wi-Fi CLI. Click Finish to complete the import. The project will now appear in your Project Explorer. Download the flashconfig.c file from Murata Community Forum and replace the file in the example with the downloaded one. Next, let's build the project. In the IDE, change the build configuration to Release. You can do this by right-clicking the project name, then choosing Build Configurations, then Set Active, and finally selecting Release. Then, click the Build button in the Quick Start panel. The project will compile and generate a binary image, which we'll use to program the board. Release builds are typically optimized for better performance and lower power usage. To flash the Wi-Fi firmware, click the GUI Flash Tool icon in the toolbar. If it's grayed out, select your project in the Explorer, then click the icon again. A pop-up window will appear. Set the connection type to J-Link, then click OK to open the interface. In the Flash Tool interface, click File System, navigate to the firmware folder, and select the firmware file. If needed, set the file type filter to show .bin files. Change the base address from 800000 to 840000. Then, click Run to begin flashing the firmware. Once it finishes, click OK to close the tool. Your Wi-Fi firmware is now installed and ready. Open TerraTerm or PuTTY and configure the serial connection. Set the baud rate to 115/200. Use 8 data bits, no parity, and 1 stop bit. Set flow control to none. You can also adjust the terminal window size and line ending settings to make the output easier to read. Back in MCU Espresso, click Debug on your Wi-Fi CLI project. The IDE will flash the application onto the board. When it's done, you can either stop the debug session or leave it running to watch real-time messages. The binary is now installed and ready to run. Press the Reset button on the evaluation board. In TerraTerm, you'll see a startup message that confirms the Wi-Fi CLI application has initialized. You can now type commands directly into the terminal to interact with the Wi-Fi stack. You'll be able to scan for networks, connect to them, and run performance tests right from the command line. In this tutorial, we'll use iperf to test throughput. To set up iperf, open a command prompt on your computer. Navigate to the folder where iperf is saved. Then run the command iperf.exe --s/-i1. This starts an iperf server on port 5001 and prints statistics every second. Now go back to the evaluation board's terminal and type the command wlan-scan. This scans for available Wi-Fi networks. You'll see a list of SSIDs, signal strengths, and security types. Pick the network you want to test. If you don't see your network, check that your router is close by and that the antennas on your board are connected properly. To connect, enter the SSID of your network and initiate the connection. After a few seconds, the terminal will confirm a successful connection and show your assigned IP address. This means you're now connected to the network and ready to transfer data. To start the iperf test, type the iperf command and replace the example IP address with the IP of your PC. Add the -R option to test both transmit and receive performance. After 10 seconds, you'll see the test results in the terminal. These numbers give a benchmark of your evaluation kit's throughput. The actual values may vary depending on things like signal interference, your router's capabilities, and how the board is positioned. And that's it. You've now successfully imported, configured, and built a Wi-Fi application for the Murata Type 2FR evaluation kit using MCU Expresso. Thanks for watching.